Good evening. Today we'll take a look at a question on solving quadratic equations using graphical solutions. So let's take a look at question 3. The variables x and y are connected by the equation y equals to 8 minus x squared. Complete the table for y equals to 8 minus x squared. Part 2. Draw the graph of y equals to 8 minus x squared for x between minus 3 and 3 inclusive. Part 3. Hence, solve the equation 8 minus x squared equals to 0. Now to solve for part 1, we have to draw this whole table on the graph paper. So what I've just done is this, okay, and it's actually for the equation y equals to 8 minus x squared. So I'm going to put it down for equation y equals to 8 minus x squared. Okay. Now, so these are the blanks that were given by the question, and what I will do to fill this in is that I will substitute the value of x into the equation to get a corresponding value of y. Okay, so let me just show it to you. When x is equals to minus 2, y equals to 8 minus 2 squared. So on the calculator, what I'm going to do is this. 8 minus 2. Okay, and I'll get a value of 4. Okay, and I'll fill in this blank with 4. Next, x is equals to 1. Back on the calculator, I'm going to use the replay button and I'm going to move the cursor backwards, erase the minus 2 and replace it with 1. So I will get 7. And lastly, I will do the same for x equals to 3. Okay, move back the cursor. Instead of 1, I replace with the variable 3. Okay, so now I have all the coordinates that I need to plot the graph. Now let's take a look and see how we are going to draw the x and the y-axis. So looking at the x, we have from minus 3 to 3. So this means that the y-axis has to be right smack in the middle over here. Since it is, you see the negative numbers, okay, from 0 to minus 3 is equidistant from the positive numbers 0 to 3. So this will be my y-axis right in the middle. Okay, now next, let's take a look and see where the x-axis will be drawn. So minimum point minus 1, maximum will be 8. So it will be more positive than negative. Let me bring it down here all the way. Okay, so I can have one big square as 1 unit. So let me fill in the numbers. Although maximum point is 8, I'm just going to go ahead to write 9 and 10 since there is some more space on the graph. And I'm going to do the same for the x-axis. So okay, there you go. Now I'm going to plot the points. First one is minus 3 minus 1. minus 2, 4, minus 1, 7, 0, 8, 1, 7. Now these 2 points are at y equals to 7, so obviously the midpoint here would be the turning point. Yeah, so just take note of that. Okay, I'm going to carry on plotting 2, 4, and 3 minus 1. Okay, and you can see the points are actually equidistant from each other to the y-axis. Okay, you can see the parabola this way. Alright, now next, let's plot. Let's draw the graph from where the plots are. And here is a curved ruler. I will attempt to draw it out now. Okay, so this is quite a smooth curve. What I'm going to do is I'm going to label it. So y equals to 8 minus x squared, alright? And hence solve the equation 8 minus x squared equals to 0. Now since y equals to 8 minus x squared, how do we solve for 8 minus x squared equals to 0? Now this entire thing here is equals to y. And if this entire thing here is equals to y and y now is equals to 0, that means we have to look at where y equals to 0 is. And we have to look at the curve and we see the points of intersection. These two values of x will give you the solution for 8 minus x squared equals to 0. Okay, so we want to look at this point over here. This is where x is equals to minus 2.9. And over here, it looks like x is equals to 2.8. now this is symmetrical. By right, it should be the same value. However, sometimes when we draw graphically, it doesn't quite match, right? But as long as the number is not too far apart, it should be quite okay. So that's how we solve question 3.